Okay, and we are live. What's up, everybody? I'm back after my 2-week hiatus from streaming. Back with a bit of a chill Minecraft stream, just because, I need to chill out after the things I've seen. Basically, there's this awful video going around on social media of, like, this AI-generated clip of Minecraft gameplay, where basically there's like an AI-generated person with an AI-generated voice playing an AI-generated game of Minecraft, and there's so much wrong with it. It's just absolutely insane. I hate seeing it. I hate that I have seen it, and I'm out here trying to get away from it all. So we'll find a good spot for a base and just build something nice. Something relaxing, something to take the edge off just society. Oh, we got a bee. We got bees up in here, that's very nice. Yeah. Where'd I take this wood from? I don't want to just leave a floating tree. Oh, here it is. I worried for a second, I'd literally forgotten where I got that bloody wood from. But anyway, I am playing with two mods. I'm playing with distant horizons, so I can see a bit further, just adds to the gameplay a little bit more, and I'm playing with also I'm having a brain fart. Lithosphere. It makes the terrain generate like this. If you can see out there, there's like a bit of a river valley. I'll be going down there shortly, probably, because that looks pretty cool. But basically it just makes the terrain more like cinematic and a bit realistic. So yeah, those are the mods I'm playing with, and the shaders I'm using are complementary, unbound, but I'll be sure to chuck all this stuff in the description anyway. This preset I'm using on complementary is just the regular, like the default one, but with the generated normals and stuff turned on, and dusty normals, so you can see like this. Everything basically has bumps to it, even my character's like skin. And some of the dirt and stuff looks dusty on the textures. So just, just looks nice. I think it's probably my favourite shader if I'm being quite honest. But yeah. I'm out here trying to get away from AI brain rot. And just everything in general. Wouldn't mind a bit of stone right about now. Upgrade my tools. I want to stay with wood as not long as possible. I want to get off wood. Ow. Damn it. It's an interesting little hill I just came off of. I think I saw a village just through here, so I'll plunder that anyway. Damn, where was it? Is that it? Yeah, this is it through here. Epic. No, yeah, check this out. It's like shiny and got bumps to it at the same time. It's very epic. Don't know what's up with that guy. Yeah, sick. Oh well. Oh, nice. Iron pick right off the bat. Well, that will be very, very useful. Might as well take a bed. Sorry, whoever lived here. Oh, they got unlucky. There's a bunch of pillagers just over there. We got a chest in here? No. Damn. Imagine not having any worldly possessions. Yeah, I don't know, man. Couldn't be me. Well, this is a pretty small village. That's alright, though. The village doesn't have to be big, because I've got big things planned. Yeah, check this out. It's just an epic little river valley. Be nice to have some exposed stone. I mean, I should have just dug straight down and grabbed some already, but I've been too lazy up until now. I don't see a reason to change that. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's some coal here as well. Well, I think rather than damage my iron pick just yet, I'll put my wooden pick to some use. That really hurt me just then. The switching my focus to a different block when I hadn't yet destroyed that fully. That really, like, wow. Yeah. Get that stuff out of here. Just drop that stuff. I feel dirty just leaving it there, but oh, I almost forgot the freaking coal. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, got it. Alright. Alright, here we go. I'll get some coal in here. I did see another village just up there, so I'm gonna go pay them a visit. You know, wink wink. It will be a very cordial visit. Wouldn't be able to jump out of there because of the roof. Anyway, we are out of here. It's a very interesting little chasm thing. Judging by the sun, yeah, it's gonna be nighttime soon. Because I literally spent all day coming down from that hill. But that's alright, because we got a bed. I will kill basically any cow I come across though, because I really want beef. Damn it, I was going for that cow crit. Unfortunately, they're not always crits, but what can you do? Now this village has a lot of hay blocks, so I'll take all of them and turn them into bread. Damn. That is a lot of bread. Hey, you can keep the potatoes. I'm not looking to cause an Irish famine up in here. Damn. This is stressing me out just having a bunch of random crap in my hopper. Yeah, there's all the other hay I was looking at. Yeah, no, I feel like hay is probably an underrated source of food. Whenever I pass through a village, I always take the time in the early game to steal a good bit of hay. Can always turn it into bread later and all that. It's an interesting mountain we got over there. I think tomorrow I will get over on top of it and see what I can see from the other side. A lot of buildings to this village. I think that was the last one that'll have a chest in it on this level. So I'll drop down there in a second. Damn, I'm starving. There you go. Nice, we get the hay in there for some bread. Damn. Already got some free leather armor. You know, it ain't iron, but it'll do the trick for now. This looks like a relatively painless way down, so I won't bother with the church, there'll be nothing in there. Damn. You know, with these streams, I think I'll mainly be Just building and exploring. I don't want to be like a super sweat. I'm not particularly concerned. Oh, saddle, nice. I'm not particularly concerned with you know, getting to the end and fighting the dragon and getting the elytra and all that. Like, don't even really need the elytra with like building stuff if you want to. It's more of just a convenience thing. I think rushing into endgame ASAP for building purposes is nerd shit. It ain't me, is what I'm saying. Well, now we've rendered this mountain a little bit more, we can see there's a bunch of snow on top of it. Damn. I literally... Damn. I was not expecting a one-shot on that thing. That pig thought he was getting out today. What a nerd, mate. Anyway. Time to get on over towards this mountain. This is some very serene looking river. River real estate, I must say. Alright, I'll pick up some sugarcane on the way over. Just because you end up needing paper for some of the most random things you never think about. Yep, mine, there we go. It'll be very interesting to see if Distant Horizons will have rendered what's on the other side of the mountain, at least immediately behind it by the time I get there. I can't stop appreciating just the bumpy textures that this shader just sort of generates. It's even happening to an extent on my sugarcane that I'm holding. And on top of the wood as well, you can kind of see it. No, it's sick. This is a very cool plain right here in front of this mountain. I like the vibes of this place, I think. Oh, cows. It's cow time. Well, it's cow murder time. Damn. Me when I missed that cow crit. I feel like I can only really reliably do it when I'm just jumping up and down directly. I seem to miss it a lot when I'm moving, like forward and all that. I see we got some snowy stuff over there. It'd be interesting to go and check that out eventually. We got like just snowy plains, it looks like. An icy river and all that. That's pretty cool. I like that. I also like that this mountain is sort of bare of trees, it looks like. It's a very interesting looking mountain. If it was covered with trees, it'd just look like, you know, a mound of trees or whatever, but it's got like one or two trees on it. So it looks like one which would be like interesting to traverse. Kind of debating whether I need any bundles at this point in my life. Emeralds, I'll take those. Damn. Keep your potatoes. You rotten people. I will take this though. This is coming with me. Sorry, looks like you don't have a job. Damn, that was a Bambi situation right there. Goats? That's crazy, I thought they only spawned on mountains. Man, I'm very I'm very iffy about being on snow because I absolutely hate powder snow. That shit gets on my nerves. Wow, it's a very tall snowy peak right over there, behind that other one. It was. I need a spyglass or something because I think it worked in previous versions, but not this one for some reason. I don't have a key to like you know, with shaders or whatever. I don't have a key to zoom in. Which I mean, I guess that's better because it forces me to actually play the game in order to do stuff that I want to do instead of just having a key I can press. Like, I can't be bothered just changing my FOV all the time, so eventually I'm going to have to get a spyglass. Looks like we got over a stack of wheat now. A stack of hay, rather, because that's going to be like many stacks of wheat. I'll take any firefly bushes I find, because those are vibey as hell. Need some bread while I'm at it. That was a very clean bee hop. Damn. It's kind of sweet out there, I will say. Well, we'll get up over this mountain and see what's on the other side. Because I'm very interested to see. It does look like an interesting mountain. Be interesting if there's some caves around here as well, that'd be cool. Come on, we're nearly there. Damn, we're at cloud level now. Yeah. That is one tall mountain. They got like a peak right there. Not as tall as the main one. Damn. What I can see of it, you know, through the clouds, that actually looks pretty sweet down there. Oh well, time to go up the mountain. As long as there's not powder snow. If there's powder snow up there, I'm just gonna nope straight out of it. I'm not dealing with powder snow. I hate that shit. It looks like normal snow. I'm alright with normal snow. Damn. We're up pretty high. There's some exposed rock there. I think I see some iron. Another thing that this shader does is glowing ores, so that'll be helpful. Here we go. Damn. Only one, but it's a start. Oh, there's more on the side there anyway. We've got some coal. Damn, that is a lot of iron back there that I almost missed. Oh, that right there is powder snow. Damn it. I'm not standing on that stuff. Okay, sick, that didn't just fall in the powder snow. Ooh. Try to get up on top of this. There we go. Oh no! Damn it. I better not encounter any more powder snow, I tell you what. I've got more iron, I won't say no to that. There's a lot of iron. Yeah, there is a lot of iron, but I'm not going to stay here for very long. I want to see what's on the other side of this mountain. Damn, we got some emeralds down there. Might just grab these. Damn, look at that. Look at those reflections. Oh, hang on. I need an iron pick for these. Yeah. I'll just sleep. Alright. That's better. Need to eat some bread. I'll just take some iron and get out of here. There we go. 17's an alright number. Of iron, that is. Alright, looks like we got some just regular forest biome down there. Not everything will have loaded in, obviously, but like... Let's see what we find. There's more plains over there. Actually, I think that's where I came from, yeah. Damn. Is that pink flowers over there, or what? It looks interesting. I'll have to go over there. I find that pointy peak very interesting. There's just the frozen forest over there. I think I'll generally be going this way. So we'll see what all that pink is on the... I think I see some cherry blossoms over there anyway. I just hope and pray that I'm not going to encounter any powder snow. I want to be on snow as little as possible. Ow. Ow. Oh, it must be lilacs or whatever that I could see. I was still very much up in the clouds. What was my Y? That's like 178. Okay, clouds must be set to around 200, I guess. Oh, it's a meadow biome. Okay. I was gonna say, there's a lot of sheep here. Maybe I should kill them and make a bed, but I already have a bed. So the sheep genocide can wait until later. Just trying to remember exactly where I saw that pointy snow peak thing. Peak mentioned. I think it might have been this one. Yeah, it must have been this. Damn, I need a house, yo. Oh, we got more plains down here. It's not the most interesting biome, but it can make a good building spot, I guess, for a start. Then again, there is that hill that's covered in trees. Might be cool to build on a hill. That is a very pointy mountain. Oh, more cows. Beef and leather are just too good to pass up. I reckon I should turn my hay into bread soon. Look at that mountain. Oh, there's a village over there. Damn. I've gone too far now. Can't be bothered going all the way back there. Oh, we got another village right here. I don't know how common villages are supposed to be. Seems like I've run into a few. Damn. The cow hatred is real. Wherever I end up settling, I'll build a small chapel in the name of the Lord. And do my little bit to counter the pagan influence of the villagers. Because I don't know what villager clerics get up to in their funny church buildings. But I sure as hell know that that cleric villager is not telling his brewing stand a sermon. Damn. That was a sorely missed chance for a cow crit. More bread and apples, of course. Always welcome. It reminds me of the Cayo Perico mission in GTA. How, like, cash is the worst item for the heist. Because it's like worth the least out of anything you can steal. Might actually take the blast furnace, to be honest. Yeah, so cash is literally like the least valuable thing you can steal in that heist. But the coordinator dude, Pavel, or, you know, Pavel or whatever he says, he always, when you pick up cash, he's like, cash, always welcome, is one of his voice lines, and it's like, mate, no it is not. It is not always welcome. In fact, it's never welcome. It's literal cash. That's like the worst thing I could be finding right now. And he ought to know it. He literally lives in the submarine, and his only purpose in life is to facilitate this one act of theft over and over and over again. Yeah. Not well. That is a really tall mountain. Getting a few of those. I think I'll keep going until I find the ocean. I want a spot with an ocean view. A mountain near the ocean, now that would go hard. And that might end up being my permanent base anyway. I know it would at least be a first base for me. It's just any mountain with a view of the ocean. To be honest. Chuck this stuff in my inventory. Pretty soon I'll end up having a bit of hotbar clutter. Rest in peace. Damn, that's like a lake. It's like a lake with a river going into it. I think sometimes the rivers with lithosphere like widen out a lot on some of the bends. So you end up with this really huge river bend that sometimes, I think they might sometimes just end straight up. But sometimes they can form like lake things. Very cool stuff. Need to sleep though. Man, last time I played this I got blown up by a creeper when I was wearing full iron. I was down in the ground mining for diamonds. And I had a bunch of them. I had like 20 diamonds on me. I was a long way from my bed. My bed was all the way back up in the base that I was going to spawn at. And then a creeper came up next to me and I was like, oh, I'll be fine, I'm wearing full armor. Surely iron, like the creeper's like 3 blocks away or something, surely iron can tank that. Nope. Insta death. You know, that was... bro. That was some bad juju right there. It gave me the heebie-jeebies. There are a few things worse than single player lag. Because it's always a bit like, oh, was it going to crash? Is it like, what's going on? Might as well pick up the rest of this sugarcane just so I can... I've got like 25 of it so far, so that's at least 25 plants that I can chuck down wherever I settle. Also not forgetting to grab any of the firefly bushes, because when I inevitably make a little garden for my house, those are going to prove absolutely vital to the vibe. As I get up over this hill, I'll see if I can be in a position where I can see sort of what's going on with that lake. Have a squeeze at it. Bit of a gaze. A little bit of a gander, perchance. Damn. It does kind of look like just a regular lake. I don't see a spot where the river sort of breaks off from it. Yeah, damn, I can only really see a lake. Maybe this is just a big lake. Damn. I'm almost sort of thinking I should settle just for this spot. It's got a village near it. It's got a lake. That might be the ocean though. I'll definitely keep this lake in mind. This is a very cool lake. Okay, I think this might be the ocean though. We'll just have to wait for more of it to load in. If this is the ocean, I'll definitely build my house, I think, on that mountain. Oh, Well, goodbye cows. Damn. Another thing, I've dedicated 16 gig of my memory to Minecraft, which is about half. At the same time, I've got YouTube Studio in the background as I'm streaming. So, it might be a little bit awkward like that sometimes. Hopefully not in a disastrous way. But I mean, we'll see what we get. It also just occurred to me that I don't have enough stone to make a furnace, so that's one thing I'm going to have to sort out. Nice bee. Oh yes, it's one of these places with a smoker. Need one of them. Based. There's a few nitwits here. Well, there's a lot of nitwits here. The GDP of this village cannot be very high. This is another lake. Oh well, that mountain's too cool to pass up. I think even if that is a lake right there, that will be, for now at least, that will be my home. Damn. We got full leather set before GDO 6. Well, time to mosey on up that mountain. It'd be cool if that was like an ice mountain. Like a mountain made of ice or whatever on the top. I'll remove the temptation of the sugarcane from the sheep. Very unhealthy, you know. Yeah, that was a poppy I picked up. I did not want that shit. I'm not an opium person. I will grab some stone while I'm here, if I'm being perfectly honest. 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's some coal here, I wouldn't say no to it. Straight into a lava pit, imagine. Always when I dig straight down, even if it's just surface level kind of stuff. I wonder what O.J. Simpson is getting up to these days. It's got to be pretty crazy living with the fact that you're a cold-blooded killer. How old is that dude? Because I know that all happened like ages ago. Let me check that on my phone real quick. Oh, we got a jungle biome over there. Yeah, this must just be a lake. Let's see, let me search up O.J. Simpson. How old is he? Oh, he's dead. Yeah. Oh well. Genuinely my first time finding out O.J. Simpson is dead. Pack it up, guys. Mom, get the camera. OJ Simpson's dead. Yeah, I don't think I'll build on top of this mountain because the view would be just kind of bad because of all the clouds. I mean, I could always increase the height of the clouds, like where the clouds hang out or whatever, but like it feels wrong for the clouds to not be able to hang around the tops of a mountain. Oh no, that might actually be sort of a river. Yeah, it might be a river coming off this lake, and it might go to the ocean. Hang on, I think this is the spot over here with that other lake. Maybe it's all connected. Yeah, there's that lake. Maybe this is just a lakey place. Eventually I'll make a map. And I'll chuck them together. Like I'll have a few maps together on a wall, like in a big map. I'll be able to see sort of what's going on. I'm looking to build my house close to the clouds so I can be up, sort of, and have a good view. Maybe around where these cherry blossoms are. I think I'll have the cherry blossoms there for like the vibe, but I'm not gonna build a house out of cherry wood because, no offense to cherry fans, but that shit does not look good on a building. Like 99 times out of 100. Usually people say 9 times out of 10, but I mean 99 out of 100. I'm super sure. One good thing in this shader, apart from all the other great stuff in the shader, is that when you chuck on armor, like, you know, iron, gold, diamond, that stuff's reflective. So your armor is like, not mirror reflective per se, but it's pretty good. And we got an acacia village down there. Oh, it's so weird. It's interesting, but it's weird. It's like we got this huge lake here. Then we got this little offshoot where it comes around there. And then it's cut off maybe by a path, and there's just this little bit of water here. It's all very, very strange to me. Now that looks nice. That looks pretty good. I want to get up on top of this mountain and see like how tall it is. Because if the Y level is like, damn, check out that ice. It's a nice reflection on that stuff as well. If the Y level on this mountain is like minusing 63 from it, if the total height is still above 200, then that's like that's like nearly the tallest a mountain can be in lithosphere, I think. Well, here's the top of it. What do we got? Yeah, damn. So the sea level is 63 Y, and this is 267 Y at the top of this mountain. So this mountain is like, yeah, it's like just over 200 blocks tall. It's a tall mountain. And it looks to me like that is the ocean right there. So really this is not a bad spot to build. I think I'll build over here among the cherry blossoms. Just trying to think of a good spot where there's relatively bare space. Maybe around there. Somewhere around here. I want there to be a view of the lake is all. Yeah. I think it's just huge plains between this mountain and those ones in the distance that I came over. So nothing really to look at if I did build. on this side of the mountain. Damn, that's quite a sizable jungle actually. Might have to go there. Actually, wait, that's a waste of bread. I'm not going to eat that bread. Yeah, this is kind of in the clouds, but I think this shader doesn't allow clouds to enter a building that's enclosed. So, I don't know. If I build around here, then I won't have to worry about clouds anyway. Yeah. Actually, hang on. What if I just build on the hills here? Because that's kind of in the middle of everything. Right there where I'm looking, I think that'd be the perfect spot for a house. It's in the middle of the two lakes, you got mountains all around it, it's not too far from the ocean. There's quite a few biomes that sort of intersect here. So I think that would honestly be a pretty goated spot for a house. I don't have an axe. I will need an axe. There's a very spectacular mountain though. Tallest one I'm aware of currently. It's one of those great mighty, you know, ice mountains. Alright, so this is where I'm going to build my house, I think. Might have to fill in this little divot here and expand the base a little bit before I lay down the house. You know, this is pretty cool right here. You know, maybe on this one actually, so I can still see the lake. I'm just going to get the final lay of the land from this spot, so I can make sure that I've got the most informed decision about where I'm building my house. Actually, yeah, I think I'll build it here actually. Well, it's time to get down the essentials. That should not have been there. It's supposed to be here. And then I'll just chuck down my bed like there for now. Respawn point set. Divide my coal between this and that for now. I'll cook up a bunch of the beef. And then I'll get some iron going at the same time. I have a chest, so I'll put that down. I'll keep that and turn it into some stuff. Alright. Now we're in business. That is a lot of bread. I'm bread rich right now. Just realized I don't really need a furnace right now. Damn, look at the reflection of that light on just the edge of the saw right there on the table. Wait, we need an axe right now. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, I'll just go around decimating some trees. Steak. Actually, I might just hang around and collect the rest of the iron real quick. Look at the reflection of the flames in the axe blade. Damn, we got the reflection of the mountains and stuff in the axe as well. We got the indentations and all that. These shaders are pretty goated. I think it's my favourite. Pretty much. I'll love to have some steak that I'll be eating instead of bread. Can you imagine, like, in the early game, I think most people generally just subsist on bread because that's like the easiest thing, really. The volume of bread that your character eats, if you're just eating bread. Can you imagine the constipation? I mean, Steve never shits anyway, but like, can you imagine it? I don't think I want to, if I'm being quite honest. Yeah. There's a bunch of trees down here, so I'll take all the oak ones. Might as well grab some birch actually, because I'll take birch saplings and plant them around sort of the downhill from my house. And up near the house will be like more garden type stuff. Birch trees, I don't usually like to build with birch, but they're a good aesthetic for like decoration kind of purposes if you're just going to keep the tree around. There we go. Might also have to kidnap some leaf litter from around here and use it as decoration for a garden. Or if I'm actually going to use a composter, just like for decoration to have some scattered around it. Oh, we got rain now. Damn, son. At least we have firefly bush. Yeah, damn. I think I did have this set to just puddles, but then I switched it to be full coverage. Look at that. That is very nice. I love these shaders more and more every single second. Once all these trees have been consumed by my fury, I reckon I'll come around and once the leaves have all disintegrated, just pick up the rest of the saplings and all that. I will say though, my bed is unprotected and uncovered and all that, so I think I probably should get up there and sleep before monsters spawn up there, because otherwise I'm going to have a bit of a time clearing monsters from this place before I can sleep. Hopefully not the case, because that would be inconvenient. Here we go. Okay, I don't see any monsters around. Boost! Oh, we got a rainbow. Sick. Very epic. Look at that. That just looks great. Minus the horse, I think I'll get a screenshot. Yeah. Even like the surfaces of these things as well. It's stuff you'd expect to have in RTX. That's a lot of wood. I think I can start building my foundation. Oh, unless I want it stone. No, we'll get the floor plan down. Right, so here is... Oh, we've got a broken nether portal right next to a village. I'll go get stuff from the nether portal first and foremost. I think. Also got to figure out where I'm going to have my strip mine. Damn, there's a creeper. I hate that shit. Get away from me! Damn. That thing just killed the hell out of a sheep. Did I just pick up 16 dirt? Damn. That creeper needs to be paying dirt reparations. Well, he's dead, so I'll make his family pay it instead. Yeah, check this out. Yeah, this used to be your cousin, mate. Gonna eat it. Well, here's another creeper. I'll practice my crits on it. Nerd. Now we get away. Nerd. There we go. Make some bone meal from this while I'm at it. Chuck that stuff. We don't eat that stuff. We're not that desperate. Don't really need this mutton or this wool. Oh yeah, some of these leaves are starting to despawn. They're dropping their progeny all over the place. I don't know exactly what that word means, but I've got a pretty good idea, I think. What vibey water? There we go. Still swimming in the animation and all that, but I've got all my air. Get sugarcane and all that. Alright, now expertly avoiding all the burny things. Lodestone thing, yeah. I was hoping there'd be some tools there, or armor or something, perchance. Alas, not this time. Oh. This is an abandoned village. Yeah, I'm trying to time my bee hopping while I hold down space. No, damn you. I hate that so much. Okay, gonna be a bit careful compared to that from now on. Right. I was gonna say, shouldn't you be like burning, mate? Yeah, coup de grace. Gave me a bit of coup de grace, Tyson. Yeah, damn. I wonder if I got any loot buildings around here. Yeah, it doesn't appear so. Damn. Yeah, and there's a jungle back there. Ow. well, I'll take this. Why not? Well, it really shows you just how barren of trees that hillside is. Alright. Time to start taking down some trees. I just kind of randomly remembered that one guy in the 1920s in America who blew up a school and everyone in it because he was like angry or something. And like afterwards they found that at his property he'd written like a sign thing or whatever that said like villains aren't born, they're made, or criminals aren't born, they're made, or something like that. He really thought he was the Joker. But that was some nerd shit. Really depressing that some kids died for that. When I do that stuff to villagers, they deserve it because they live in a crypto-communist hellscape. Alright, the steak is now done. And I'm gonna need another chest. I literally have one in my inventory. Glad I saw that before I made a fool out of myself. Alright, upon the morrow it is time to begin the house construction. It is time to begin the house construction. Stone might factor somewhere into it. But for now, let's just see. I think I'll work with this long protrusion here. Just for the kind of the floor plan. Make a shovel. Because that is going to be annoying to clear that by hand. There we go. Damn. And now the edge is going to be like this. There we go. Alright, so this is like the outline of the house, just about done. Like of this section of it, of course. So this will be like the front door, I think. I think this will generally sort of be working with squares. Like this. Probably double story too, just to capitalize sort of on the view. There we go, looks all even and everything. There we go. It shouldn't be too willy shaped. That was a major concern of mine. I'll just work around this stuff for now. Damn, we can have bed off ground. I was not aware of that. Sheep, bugger off, damn it. Okay, so now we're going to flesh this out a little bit more. Oh, I've got to do this. I had completely forgotten. I just completely remembered. Yeah. When you destroy the block beneath something like a block, like the things I have here, it doesn't just completely destroy them. I had forgotten about that. Now, the inside of this house, floor-wise, is going to be mainly consisting of planks for the floor, I think. But I'll work some other stuff in there to texture it a bit as well. I think. Something like that. We'll find out. I'm not just content with having it wood, anyway. That's basically the outline of the house done. Yeah. I don't know, the willy is kind of strong with this one. Damn. Yep, that looks good. Alright, now for the walls. I have to kind of figure out exactly how I want those. I'm thinking maybe stone. Sort of like a village type vibe. At any rate, I will begin the excavation of my strip mine. It shouldn't be too far from my house, but I don't want it too far above sea level, because that's like, yeah, well, like a full 40 blocks I'll have to dig down through. So I'll just have it down here, sort of. Might be a good idea actually first to grab some torches, because I said it that if I don't have like a light source with me when I'm in a cave, then I can't see shit. So yeah, this looks like a decent spot. Kind of a sinkhole thing. Just so we can cover the most ground, I think I'll have it a, I usually do a 3x3, but I'll go 4x4. Because 5x5 is like ridiculous. Takes a lot of torches to light those up as well. 4x4 is kind of a good balance, it's just, you know. It's not too narrow, but it's not too wide either. And we're already down to stone, that's good. For now, just to keep mobs out, I think I'll make the top out of dirt. It will need a roof. Somehow that did not factor into my calculations. I mean, it will need a door. That's what I meant to say. That's sick. There are many things about my hotbar that are triggering me right now. But we can get those things sorted out once I have a door on my mine. Maybe I'll sleep first. Yep, there we go. Alright, I'll just grab some dirt to finish off the roof of the mine. Don't need those doors, so I'll leave them there. I need more iron tools, what am I doing? I'll make another shovel just in case. But I better find some iron soon. I did not get very much from that mountain ages back over there compared to probably what I should have. There we go. I'll just chuck a door on that bad boy. Damn. Maybe have it on the outside. There we go. Alright, let the mining begin. This can get kind of monotonous, so I'll try not to lose it. This should be doable. And we're going to need our first kind of mine torch soon. Yeah, it's going to be like down on this next bit. How funny would that be if I just removed one bit of stone and just plummeted like 100 meters? There's like one bit in the floor that's like just a hole, and I remove the cap of stone on it and I walk straight onto it and just fall to my death. Oh well, at least this way I'm getting tons of stone for the chapel I will build. It'll be a nice little church on a hill. I feel like every sort of settlement has one of those. And we got our first ore. You know, it's not iron, but it'll do. It's an ore, so I can still celebrate. Damn, my pick is nearly broken. Just gonna fill that back in so no mobs spawn there. I mean, they probably wouldn't anyway. So it's mainly just for me, you know, for the aesthetic of the mine. Damn. Bit of shovel action needed here. Eventually we'll hit a cave and go spelunking, of that I am certain. Damn. The pick is broken. And with it, my spirit. It's a nice little strip mine. Modest building. Maybe someday it'll be covered with grass. Mighty mountain over there. Yeah, I think that it's about midday, so I spent the whole night down there. Can you imagine that? Like if some guy spent like a whole night down a mine in his backyard. And his wife is like, honey, you spent all night in the mine in the backyard. Please stop. Your family needs you. And he's like, shut up. I'm mining. Mind your own business. And then like she leaves him or some shit. That'd be funny. Kind of just rehash all my iron implements right there. I'm sure we'll find some more iron. Of that I am positive. Gotta make a staircase to this thing. Alright, let's go. I hear a skeleton. The cave is near. Actually, maybe it's not such a good idea to be sort of running immediately into the gap whenever I mine up a block, because there could be a cave that I'm going down into. I wouldn't like to fall somewhere where I can't quickly get back up and then be swarmed by monsters or something. Because that would suck. It sounds like the monsters are like through there. Through the wall or something. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got a bit of a shaft going on down here. It sounds like the skeletons are... Damn. That was crazy. I was gonna say, it sounds like the skeleton's right on the other side of that wall. I'm not exactly combat ready. I'm still on leather armor, for goodness sake, but like... Okay, I'll put a torch there. The next level down that I go, I'll be able to hop in there and see what that's all about. Alright, let's have a go. Oh, this is just a little gap. Well, if I dig through here... Oh! Now this is what we were hearing. Okay, there's some iron down there, duly noted. We've got a few corridors around here, it's just copper that way. Damn! I'm so glad that my iron axe did not break. Probably a waste of torches to place them around here, even if it did prevent monsters from spawning. Place one here so I don't get jacked up when I'm trying to mine stuff. Here we go. Now I wonder what's a bit further down. Well, we got more iron, we got coal. Okay, maybe I will need to start placing some torches because it seems like a bit of a cave system here. It goes down to deep slate that way. What's this? Just a random passage. Okay. We got ourselves a very strange cave right here. I like the redesign they gave to bats and caves. Okay, this is just a loop-de-loop. Wow, that's a lot of iron. This is a bit of a puzzling cave. Plenty of iron though, so I'm not complaining. Got some right on the ceiling there. Well, I might nerd pole up to that one. Can't remember the last time I heard someone call it that, but yeah. Already 22 iron just from this one cave. Yeah, they've just been pretty big veins. Alright, I forget, I don't think I went this way. That way just, whoa. Okay, I'll try not to get turned around in here. There's more iron down this way. Oh, this is the deep slate way, alright. No! The iron was lost to the abyss. Damn it. Oh shit. Hi, nerd. Yeah, okay. Well, there's more iron here at least. Yeah, okay. That is quite the drop, and it goes straight down to where I can see gold. So I think it'd be a safe bet that there will be diamonds down there as well. Looks like a large cave. So, whoa. Yeah, this probably connects up with where the creeper is. Yep. Need to be careful of that. Maybe if I just kill him. There we go. What's through here? Oh, this place is so schizo. Oh, we got iron down there as well. I don't know why, I'm just getting a really bad vibe from this place. I did not plan that. Oh my goodness. That was not staged. That was 100% pure holy shit. Oh man. I don't think I've heard that cave sound before anyway. Oh, we got more iron through here. Okay. Did I go up here before? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. Well, I think we'll have to go down into that cave. Just make sure I can find my way back. Is that iron peeking out? That is a bit of iron. Okay, but that's like around here. The call of the iron is too strong. I need some of that. We've got some more stuff through there. Gold? Damn. This cave is kind of loaded. Oh, I thought that was diamond for a second, just like that. That's nonsensical for diamond to spawn this far up, of course, but like... I think once I see deep slate, I usually have my eyes sort of attuned for blue. So when I see it, I'm like, diamond! Damn. Finding a lot of ores in here. It certainly is a very interesting cave system. Wouldn't say no to some coal. Yeah, it sounds like we've got a lot of water down there. Damn, look at that. A lot of iron. Nice. It's a good haul. Honestly, I think maybe I should just use the rest of my torches trying to illuminate this cave a bit. Because I think I'll be spending a fair bit of time here. Damn. Yeah. Damn, that cave was just an abyss. Is there a bit of shininess on that block? Yeah, look at that. Bit of a reflection there. This isn't where I came from. Ah, I came from up there. Okay. That's right, because I came up through there. Yeah, now I get it. Okay, well I did see a little bit of stuff through here. We got a creeper. Shit! Damn. I'm glad that that didn't break when I was actually in a fight for my life. This is weird. Journey to the center of the earth type vibe. Damn, look at the reflection of the ore on my pickaxe. That's kind of great. Well, it's also... Yeah, that little staticky sort of noise of mining deep slate. I thought it was a creeper about to explode behind me. Look at that. I mean, I can see the spider, but apart from that, like, you look down there, there's just nothing. Oh, and we're back here anyway. Well, that's alright. Get more iron. Honestly though, I am anxious to get back to that main place that I saw. It's gonna all be, you know, fleshed out and explored later. But I want to get back to that spot where, like, I was looking down into a cavern. It was around this way, I believe. Yep, right here. Damn, we got a zombie spawn. Well, it just better not come up behind me when I'm trying to very carefully staircase down here. Because I don't think I'd survive that fall. Maybe it would be easier to come down this way. Like following the wall. Oop. Okay, I'll sort of try to mine not too much so that I have as much pickaxe left as possible for finding diamonds and stuff. Okay, we're down into the cavern. I don't see any diamonds straight up. look at that. Those are some nice reflections. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's an awful lot to this cavern. Just some ores, we got some iron, a little bit of gold and some redstone around as well. All very interesting. Sheesh. Freaking. Damn it. I'm gonna hit him off, watch this. He fell to his death. That was kind of silly of me to leave him that long without hitting him, because like, I nearly got hit off by him. Got another zombie somewhere, I can hear him. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to... Damn, if I can find it. Yeah, up here. Here we go. Gonna go back up into my strip mine. Then I'm gonna go back to base and smelt all this stuff. Here it is. I don't think I'd ever see it again. It's crazy that that whole cave system was just on the other side. Yeah, better get back and smelt that because I have like 1.5 stacks of iron. Make some iron armor, get some iron tools. And then we can properly start assaulting this place. All those diamonds will be under new management. It's funny, that's the second time I've come up and it's been like around noon. I will say I have a lot of stone now, so maybe I should start on the walls of my house. I will need another furnace to make like windows and all that. I probably need to start mining for coal too. Alright, I'll start getting some walls down. Guess to finish the walls I'll need some of this stuff as well. Heck, I'll have a door as well. Bro, I need to make stairs. There we go. Oh, yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Alright. About there should do it. I'll have this like that. We want the walls made out of stone. I'll put my foot down, the walls will be made of stone. Very nice, I managed to actually have the walls sort of all the same size. I didn't screw up massively. Alright, this will be like the basic sort of wall. Did not mean to put that there. The wall will basically have this design to it, and then I'll add other things on the inside and outside later. Just like how I'm going to make the floor better, I swear. I think I'll also go down to the shore. If that was the sea that way, I think I better check that out. Because stony shores in lithosphere, world gen, they spawn like a lot of iron, copper and coal just on the surface. So I'm gonna want to check that out, I think. Might need a new pick though. Speaking of which, hey, I can finally make a bit of armor. Why don't we ditch this stuff? I might keep my leather just in case I can like color it later. Yeah, I think that'll be fine for now. Just chuck that in there. Oh, I said I was gonna make my new pick. We out of sticks. Damn. Not on my watch. Yeah, no, I'm picturing some big windows here. Heck, maybe for some of them we'll have like a stone sill and then a big window. I'd like there to be like I think five high for the walls and then the roof. It's gonna be a bit of a feat, but doable. Yeah, because I don't think we're gonna get diamond soon. I will make another few iron picks. My castle is taking shape. I wonder if I should actually sort of castle style it. I'm not sure what kind of thing I want it to ultimately look like just yet. There's a lot of pumpkins. Alright. Well, we know that there's a river that comes off this lake. So I'm going to follow it and see where it takes me. Man, look at this. Got a huge mountain over there. I just saw that big one over there. There's one random really tall jungle tree over there. Oh, we got a lot of firefly bushes. Got to remember to make a start on the garden as well. Oh, some other ones over here. Alright, I'll grab these, then I'll go down the river. Damn. Oh, that's over here. Cool. Oh, we can't just go through here anyway. So this is a proper lake. It's completely cut off here. But I did see a river going that way. Since I'm settling this place in true settler fashion, I think real quick I'll just make the Panama Canal. It's gonna be a nice diagonal type deal. There we go. except for the fact that that is not even. So I'm gonna have to go through there with a bucket and make that all evened out and all nice and aesthetical. Gonna chuck that. There we go. Now, I'm pretty sure I saw from, you know, way up yonder that this river goes to the ocean. Damn. We're just getting a bunch of lakes. It's true, this is just another lake. Oh well. I could have sworn that I saw the ocean a little bit this way. So I'm just going to sort of give it for a bit and see. Get up on top of these trees. Oh. What I see on the horizon does not look incredibly conducive to finding the ocean. Let me just get up on top of this tree for a better look. Free apple, I'll take that. Well, damn. That is one hell of a Badlands. Yeah, damn. I guess I could see that from up there if I went up there. Well, that's my house right there. Real quick, I will pay a visit to this little ocean here. It looks like an inland sea, or like a really big lake. Because in lithosphere, the way it makes the map, like the whole world, is that it makes it like islands dotted around like a huge ocean. Like there's an ocean the size of the world and it's got countries dotted on it. So these must just be massive inland oceans, it looks like. It has got a rocky shore. Ah yes, like I hoped. Okay, cool. Well, yeah damn, that is really, really big. It's a massive lake. At least it's within view of my mountain, so I can have like a landmark. Damn, I'm only going to mine one layer of this because I do not have the patience to mine something that's down in the water. Gotcha. There we go. Just enough hunger to eat an apple. Lovely. Alright, then I'm gonna mine the rest of these. And hopefully get this coal back to the base, because it's basically 2 hours we've been going. So I'll probably end the stream in a little bit. I'm glad I brought my shovel. This is ludicrous. That was a very big coal vein. Damn. I'm gonna cut this off from the ocean for a second. There we go. So many levels. I should kidnap a librarian. Force him to give me Unbreaking 3. Ah, yep. It's basically nighttime already. Oh, we got some iron here. I was ready to just lump that in with the copper and not go for it, so glad I didn't do that. Get my axe out in case I have to chop down any adversaries. That's a very huge Badlands biome, stretches all the way across the lake, so I'd like to explore that maybe in the next one. Oh well. Here's hoping for a very uninterrupted bee hop all the way back home. It's been very windy outside all day at my place. Anywhere I've been inside, I've just always... You'll hear the wind pick up and the whole house is like shifting around. Ah, here's the Acacia Village. And there's my house, literally just up on that hill. I just realised monsters are probably going to be spawning inside my house, because there's... The only light that I sort of had was a... I think it was literally just the furnace, actually. The furnace doing its thing that was lighting it up in there. I better not get back and it's full of, like, zombies or whatever. A creeper in my house as well, that would not be conducive to me having a good time with this. Damn. Yep. You know, this is a chill stream, I don't want to freak out because there's a bloody creeper. There's my house up on the hill. I should probably go stained glass for my windows. That'd probably be sick. Oh, now this bush is just begging to be taken, so I have to. If he wanted to stay there the rest of his life, he just shouldn't have existed. He existed to be grabbed. And he can become a spectacle in my garden. He'll be with all his friends though. We all treat each other right. Okay, there's a creeper on the hill. I'm getting away from that. Oh, we got zombros. Ow. Oh, mate, kill yourself. Wow, look at the lights of the village. That's a vibe. Anyway, here's hopefully getting away from all that. Damn. Okay. How has my house been invaded? Nope, no invasion. Very nice. And that's just 2 hours now on the stream. Now I can hear the sounds of my adversaries all suffering. Always lovely to hear. Might have to make another chest soon. Yeah. Oh well, I'll get some work done on my walls. Alright. Just grab some dirt to like stairway up there. Wait a minute. Before I forget, I need to make some torches. If I go. Yeah, 32 should do it. Yeah. Oh, I need to put my boat away. What am I doing? Blood thinks he's a sailor. Alright, well. I said I wanted to go 5 high with the wall, so I'll go another 2 on top of what I've already done. This will look kind of cringe from the outside. Like, it's just like a tall thing out of nowhere. So I'll have to do something with the patterning on the outside or whatever to make sure that it's not too strange looking. But I think it'll be alright. Damn. There we go. That was not meant to be there. Alright, let's go. Damn it, I said, let's go. There we go. I guess I could have like a mezzanine where there's no windows. Like a second floor kind of thing, just where there are windows, and then where there is windows. From the floor to the roof it's just the one level down there. But the windows run like the whole length. Or the whole height of the wall rather. That could probably work out alright. That was the wrong thing. Damn. Instantly lost faith in my building. There we go. I wonder what that looks like. Yeah, it looks alright. Probably worth saying I don't have any sort of planned style for this house. It'll probably just happen how it happens. Get some of that iron in there. And it's down to the beach to collect some sand. Oh yeah, the ashes of my foes. Based. We got bees around here as well. Alright, I'll kind of do a thing like this. Just so I can get a bit of sand without being interrupted by the waters. It does look pretty ugly though. Maybe I should have gone away from where my house is. Yeah. I think I'll go over to where that village is. I'll steal sand from around them. Because I like the beach around my house. But I want them to suffer. Actually, you know what? This is probably far enough. I do still want the villagers to suffer. I'll probably do something heinous to them eventually. Damn, we've got a stack of stuff. There's a lot of cows on that hill. Oh, I could destroy this one, yeah. After I take out this bank, this should be more than enough. I will say, I like how there's those shiny little parts in the sand with this shader that show up in the sun. Oh, this is like a little... Oh no, that's a completely separate body of water. Damn. I'm not used to seeing lakes with lithosphere, like, ever. I've seen oceans, and I see rivers a lot. But I've never had a seed in lithosphere where it spawns lakes, like completely disconnected from rivers, just like big lakes or whatever inland. There might be a bit of an inland sea almost where there's like a cove, but I've never seen like a huge, like a big lake like this before. I should probably start naming these lakes. A bit cringe, but I should probably start doing that. I think, because like, they're very impressive. Right. Yeah, I'll probably need another few chests. I'll probably just put them just on top of this for now. Just chuck some sand in here. Big shame there's nothing that can do sand like faster. I mean, I guess multiple furnaces does sand faster than one furnace, but like, meh. Can't be bothered. I'm gonna make sure I go overkill on the torches. That should be alright. For now, at least. I'll also end up making like a chandelier or whatever. Yeah. I think I'll go glass panes instead of just glass blocks. That will probably work out best, sort of aesthetic-wise. Yeah, because otherwise this will look too flat. Come on, one more and I can make a pane. There we go. Damn. Now this is kind of what I was envisioning. Like that. And then just have some of the walls like that. I think maybe I'll do that to That one, that one, that one, that one. So basically just everything here and there, that way, will have a window. And then I might do like another one high. It seems like a very good idea to me, actually. I think I will do that. Alright, I've got enough time to do this to like one more wall. Then regrettably I will have to go. But we got a lot of stuff done. It's been interesting this time around. There were some interesting sites. Ah, I can't just leave that. Based. Yeah, we got reflections in the glass as well. I think for now I won't worry about stained glass. Nice. Oh well, I think I'll leave it on that note. Thanks for tuning in, those of you who did, and I'll catch you in the next one. See yous.